The year is 2012. Halo 4 just released November 6th, and many Halo fans are not happy. After Halo Reach, which was a very divisive game that was both loved and hated by many, fans were hoping that 343 would swoop in and correct the mistakes that Bungie made with Halo Reach. And in no way am I saying Halo Reach was a bad game. No, Halo Reach was a great game. But Bungie did some things that were rather questionable, such as armor lock and reticle bloom and jetpacks, things like that. Now, 343 did correct some of these mistakes with Halo 4, but that was insignificant considering how much they got wrong with this game. Many fans were displeased with Halo 4. A lot of them didn't like the art direction for the game, didn't like a lot of the gameplay elements, didn't like all the Call of Duty attributes that made their way into this game. The story was questionable, Master Chief's new armor wasn't great, no firefight, no ranking system, and various other things fans did not like about this game. At the time, many Halo fans, myself included, called Halo 4 the worst Halo game of all time. And I agreed with that statement back in 2012, 2013, but now I no longer consider Halo 4 the worst Halo game. And that is because additional Halo games have released since Halo 4 that I feel are worse Halo games. And let me make something really clear. This video is in no way me backpedaling and switching up. This is not the Halo cycle. No, I hated Halo 4 back in the day, and I hate it now. The things I disliked about the game back when it launched, I dislike those same things now. Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is that I no longer feel Halo 4 is the worst Halo game, and that's not the Halo cycle. That's what happens when worse Halo games release later on. So anyways, what is 343's best mainline Halo game? Well, I'd say it is Halo 4 by a long shot. I think it's easily Halo 4, and I'm going to explain why. But first, I want to address 343's most recent Halo game, Halo Infinite. Recently, I put out a poll on Twitter and YouTube asking people what they feel is 343's best mainline Halo game. And I was pleasantly surprised to see how many people voted Halo Infinite. At the time I'm recording this, Halo 4 is winning that poll, and Halo Infinite is second. But I thought Halo Infinite would be losing that poll by a long shot. I actually feel it is insane to say Halo Infinite is 343's best Halo game. I think it is easily the worst. And let's talk about that for a second. The game is unfinished. It is not a finished game. It's not even close to being a finished game. It has tons of issues. Severe issues. Not like little glitches here and there. No, like desync. Desync, which is very severe, very common. I've stopped playing Halo Infinite months ago, but even now, if I go check out a Halo Infinite live stream, a lot of the time, I will witness desync just for the short period of time that I'm watching that stream. The desync is so common and severe. It's not like a small issue. It's huge. Like, the desync in that game is so bad that additional content doesn't really matter to me. Like, Forge looks incredible, but am I going to be desyncing all over the map? Okay, then Forge means nothing to me if desync isn't fixed or improved. New playlists, new modes, new progression system, the Match XP beta. Like, how much of that matters if you're desyncing all over the map? But that's just one issue. Halo Infinite's also missing a ton of content. Its live service has been terrible. It's missing content that should have been in the game day one, and Halo Infinite is going to be a year old in about a month from now. The game did not launch with co-op. We still don't have co-op campaign at this time. Split screen co-op got canceled. Forge still isn't here. Theater mode is broken. I mentioned the desync issue. We don't have a progression system. Custom games are broken. Sometimes your custom game settings don't save. There's no firefight in this game. The ranking system is awful. Team balancing can be weird at times. The UI is abysmal. Sometimes the UI doesn't even load when you get on this game. There's been times where I got on the game back when I played, UI never loaded, and then I just got off. So again, Halo Infinite is a buggy, unfinished game. It's not even close to being finished right now and has severe issues. So it is crazy to say that Halo Infinite is 343's best Halo game. Now, why do I think some people feel that way about Halo Infinite? I think it's because people either enjoy the multiplayer gameplay more than Halo 4 and Halo 5, or they really enjoyed the campaign or enjoyed it more than Halo 4 and 5, which I thought Halo Infinite's campaign was terrible. But listen, a good campaign and even good gameplay, that doesn't make up for all the issues this game has and everything that it's missing. It doesn't even come close to making up for that. So how I see it, Halo Infinite is not even close to being a contender for best 343 mainline Halo game. Not even close. And so that just leaves Halo 4 and Halo 5. And as I already mentioned, I do believe Halo 4 is easily 343's best mainline Halo game. Now, why do I rank Halo 4 above Halo 5? Because 343 did correct some mistakes they made with Halo 4 in Halo 5. Like, there was no Promethean vision. They actually had a ranked playlist this time around. The Forge was the best Forge we had ever seen in a Halo game at the time. But 343 also made a bunch of new mistakes with Halo 5. So one reason I personally like Halo 4 more than Halo 5 is because I was not a fan of Halo 5's gameplay with all the abilities. I have never been a fan of abilities in Halo. I might like abilities more if you put them on the map as a pickup, but I was not a fan of this whole you spawn into the match with sprint or armor lock and jetpack and whatever abilities are in the game. I've never been a fan of that. And with Halo 5, every player had like 7 abilities that just kept recharging and you could keep using them. I was not a fan of that enhanced mobility in Halo. Now, some people did like that, and those people might love Halo 5. All right, to each their own. But I would argue that because of those abilities, it changed Halo's gameplay so drastically that it didn't really feel like Halo anymore. I mean, you know, some aspects of Halo 5 felt like Halo, but it wasn't enough. It was too different, in my opinion. Another thing I felt was superior in Halo 4 was the campaign. By no means did I like Halo 4's campaign. I think Halo 4's campaign gets more love than it deserves, and I think that's because Halo 5's campaign was so bad, and in my opinion, Halo Infinite's campaign was really bad. And then I think people look back on Halo 4's campaign and are like, you know what, that in hindsight, it actually wasn't all that bad, and it was actually pretty good. I don't think it was good. I think Halo 4's campaign was awful for several different reasons. But with Halo 5, it's like 343 said, oh, you thought Halo 4's campaign was bad? Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait until you see what we've done with Halo 5's campaign. Halo 5's campaign was... I was on a whole different level of dog shit. And many people agree. It was almost universally agreed that Halo 5's campaign was terrible. So many people, myself included, felt like Halo 4 had a better campaign. In Halo 4, we also had Spartan Ops. We didn't have Firefight, but many people looked at Spartan Ops as Firefight's replacement. It wasn't a good replacement. Firefight was much better, in my opinion, and many people feel that way. But it was something, you know what I mean? Like, we had something. There was no Firefight, but they replaced it with Spartan Ops. So that was better than nothing. Halo 5 didn't have Spartan Ops or Firefight at launch, and when it finally did get Firefight, it was Warzone Firefight. It was just a playlist, and it wasn't traditional Firefight, did not have, you know, the customizable, the customization options that Halo Reach's Firefight had. It was not a true Firefight experience. So you could argue that Halo 5 never got traditional Firefight. And it also didn't have anything to replace it like Spartan Ops. And another thing Halo 5 didn't have was big team battle maps. That's a big one. People love big team battle in Halo. And 343 releases a Halo game without a big team battle playlist, without big team battle maps. Like, that's crazy. And when big team battle did make its way into Halo 5, all the big team battle maps were just Forge maps. And, you know, Halo 5's Forge was good for the time, but it doesn't beat a dev-made map. Developer-made maps have more potential than Forge-made maps. But Halo 4 launched with 5 big team battle maps, maybe even 6. I can't remember if Complex was played in big team battle or not. We had Longbow, Vortex, Meltdown, Valhalla, and Exile. Now, I'm not saying they were all great maps, but they were big team battle maps. Developer made big team battle maps in the game at launch. And I don't think we ever got a developer made big team battle map in Halo 5. I even think I like Halo 4's maps more than Halo 5. Halo 4's maps weren't great at all. They were actually pretty bad compared to previous Halo maps, but there's several maps from Halo 5 that I thought were really boring. I didn't like the layout. The rig, I fucking hated the rig and never wanted to play that trash. And something 343 did with their Halo 5 maps was what they were calling remixes, where with some of the maps, they would make a remix, like Truth and Regret. Regret was a remix of Truth. It was basically they took the map Truth and they changed up the aesthetic and the layout a little bit. So there was, you know, less variety in the map with the maps in Halo 5, at least at launch anyways. Something I did like about Halo 4's maps compared to Halo 5 and especially Halo Infinite is at least Halo 4's maps were pretty, right? At least they looked cool. Like the maps themselves and the skyboxes. Halo 4 had some really nice skyboxes. I'm not saying all of that stuff fit well in the Halo universe. I'm not saying I liked Halo 4's Forerunner architecture, but at least the maps were nice to look at. You know, a lot of Halo Infinite's maps are bland and just boring. A lot of human environments, but Halo 4 maps had a nice look to them, and they felt big. Like something Bungie did a good job at with their multiplayer maps and their Halo games is they made small maps feel much bigger than they actually were. And I think Halo 4's maps had that as well. And I think a big part of making maps seem bigger than they really are has to do with how the skybox is handled. So anyways, Halo 4's maps may not have been great, and even some of the visuals might not have been right for Halo, but at least they looked a lot more interesting than Halo Infinite maps. Another thing missing in Halo 5 that Halo 4 had, split screen co-op, right? And that's a big thing as well. A Halo game should always launch with split screen co-op. We've had it in Halo since Halo 1. It got canceled for Halo Infinite. It wasn't in Halo 5, but Halo 4 had it. I also think Halo 4 had better Spartan customization than Halo 5, because in Halo 4 you could change different pieces of your armor separately, like the legs, the forearms, the shoulders, the chest piece. In Halo 5, all those different pieces were baked in to one piece. So you could pick your helmet, and then you picked the rest of your armor, which was just a single piece. You couldn't mix and match like you could in previous Halo games. Both Halo 4 and Halo 5 had theater mode, but it was more buggy in Halo 5. There was many times where theater films would corrupt in Halo 5 and you couldn't watch them. And you also couldn't watch Forge games in theater mode for Halo 5. But in Halo 4, you could. Now, yeah, Halo 4 didn't have campaign theater, but neither did Halo 5. So those are a bunch of reasons why I rank Halo 4 above Halo 5. There may be some things I'm forgetting to mention, but I mean that's a lot of them right there. I think Halo 4 is easily a better Halo game than Halo 5. That being said, it is still a terrible Halo game, and I am not switching up on that at all. So I guess another way to say this is that Halo 4 is 343's least shitty Halo game. So there you have it. I think I've made my point. I genuinely believe Halo 4 is 343's best mainline Halo game. Again, not a great game. It's not even a game that I want to go back and play. There's never been a time where I'm like, you know what, I want to go back and play Halo 4. Like, I'm in the mood to play Halo 4. No, that's never happened. Like, usually the times I go back and play Halo 4 is just to get like footage for a video, or I have to test something. There's something I want to see. I'm never in the mood to play Halo 4. Like, when I'm on MCC and I feel like playing multiple Halo games, Halo 4 is the Halo game that I keep unchecked. That doesn't mean I can't have any fun in Halo 4. No, I can play Halo 4 and have a good time, but I enjoy the other Halo games more. So that's going to do it for this one, but I am curious, what do you guys feel is 343's best Halo game? And why? And I'm also curious if any of your opinions have changed after watching this video. Like, maybe before you watched this video, you felt Halo 5 was 343's best Halo game, but now, after hearing what I have to say, maybe your opinion has changed. I'm curious. Let me know. I think Halo 4 is 343's best. I've explained why. I made my points. I'm not just saying, oh, I think it's their best just because. No, I think I explained myself. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.